The most important breakout that will lead us to the altcoin season is about to happen on Ethereum right here. If this breakout happen on Ethereum 1-day chart, then a lot of altcoins are going to pump hard, which is going to lead us or drive us into the altcoin season. I will discuss this in detail in this very video. And if you look at the USDT 1-day chart right here, market is about to pump all the way to the upside. At this very point, I believe that once we break out of this little level of resistance, market is going to pump all the way to the upside on USDT 1-day chart. And if you look at the Bitcoin price action at this very point, it is covered that the market right now is at $109K. Market moves straight into this very area that we're expecting market to enter into at this very point of resistance right now. What next for the market? And the most important thing is that tomorrow is the CPI data. Why is this important? It's because this data is going to tell whether Fed is going to cut interest rate or they're going to keep interest rate unchanged. And this data is going to also spice the market if this data come out to be very good. Let's discuss all of this and many more in this very video. Pay attention and watch this video gradually all the way to the very end. The most important thing right now that a lot of people are talking about is the ETH USDT 1-day chart. Look at it right at this very point. This very breakout is coming in, and what I am expecting to confirm that this breakout is real and it's not a false breakout is for a bullish candle to form right at this very point and close above this very high right at this very point of $2,774. This is what I am expecting right now. There should be a bullish candle on the 1-day chart that breaks out of this very area, which should go above this very low at this very point. And this is what I am expecting right now, to be very specific. Once that bullish candle comes on the chart and close above this very price level, then I am very sure that the market is going to begin to move all the way to the upside. And this is very important, and you need to pay attention to this as well to be in the right direction of the market right now. Why this is important is because if we see Ethereum break this very area and move all the way to the upside, definitely many altcoins, meme token, name them, they are going to move all the way to the upside. And this, in my opinion, is going to launch us into the altcoin season that every one of us have been expecting. And this is my personal opinion. You may be looking at something very different, and that is very okay. That is how price action works. We look at different things, okay? And this is what I am looking at. Pay attention to these guys to be in the right direction of the market. To be very specific, this very area right here, okay? This very point, this very price level of $2,774. This very area, a bullish candle should form right at this very point and close above this very price level. Once you see that, then it is in. And you can remember, this is a bullish rectangle, and for bullish rectangle, a breakout on the resistance level as we are expecting right here is 70% is going to come to pass. And if it happens, then we're going to look at the market move straight into this very area of $3,500. This is what I am personally looking at right now if this breakout happen on price action. And this is very important, guys. Pay attention to this to be in the right direction of the market, because if this happen, then the market is going to change and a lot of altcoins is going to begin to pump all the way to the upside, which every one of us is expecting that to happen very, very soon. And if you come to the Pi price action, I am on the 1-day chart right at this very point. If you look at this very price action, you discover that the market is consolidating within this very area. We are seeing consolidation right here on the 1-day chart Pi USDT. And what that means is consolidation is a point where the market is building momentum, which means there is a momentum gathering at this very area right now. What I am expecting is very, very simple. I am looking at the market have a significant bullish candle, and that bullish candle should close above this very line of resistance that we have right at this very point. Okay, this resistance is very important. Market should move upward, and once market move upward, we should see a bullish candle that close above this very area right at this very price level of 0.669. Once you see that bullish candle comes into action and close above this very area, then that means market is going to begin to move all the way to the upside. And this is what I am expecting right now on the Pi USDT 1-day chart. Right now, I am 70% bullish on Pi that market is going to from here move all the way to the upside. And this is very important. Pay attention to this because this very pump is going to happen significantly all the way to the upside, because if you look at what Pi did in the past, we see an aggressive pump all the way to the upside from this very area upward. And that is not an exception. If market pump from here all the way to the upside and the market come to nearly the same level, it means that we can also see that same pump all the way to the upside as well when market begin to move upward. This is what you must have to keep your eye on if you need to be in the right direction of the market right now on Pi USDT 1-day chart. And nevertheless, if you want to take a position, right now is the best time to take a position. I've been talking about taking a position right from where the market is at this very point. Okay, when the market was at this very area, I was talking about taking a position right at this very point. If you took that time and you want to take a gain at this very point, or you want to take right now, I believe this is the best time to take that very position, because in my opinion, 70% chance market is going to move all the way to the upside. And of course, if you're taking a position, you should keep your stop loss in check in line with your strategy. Don't place a trade without a stop loss, except you want to trade or leave that very position for 6 months or thereabout. This is what I am expecting right now, guys. Pay attention to this to be in the right direction of the market right now. And if you come to the Bitcoin price action, you discover that market yesterday pumped all the way to the upside immediately after my immediate last video on Bitcoin price analysis. And the exact same area where I expect the market to come into, this very point of important resistance, was the exact point market moved into. And why this very point? Because it's very important. From here, market move upward and we see market come back down, move up again, could not create a new high. This is where we see a fail swing in the market at this very point, and the market come back down again, move upward, come back down before this move that is in the market right now. That is why this very point is important, and that is why I mark out this very area, because key areas like this in the market matters. If you can identify key areas like this in the market, then I can tell you you've done 30% to 40% of the work on price action, because those key levels are where markets react before moving up and down. And that is exact same thing we are seeing right now on the Bitcoin 1-day chart. Market from this very area is going to have a little retracement to the downside before the final move to the upside. And if we see Bitcoin create another new all-time high this week, next week, then we're going to see an aggressive pump in the price of Bitcoin and many other coins in the market right now. This is what you must have to pay attention to and keep your eye on if you really want to be in the right direction of the market. This is super important, and that is why I am stressing this very hard. So look at the market right now, retrace a little bit on the 4-hour chart before the next move to the upside. And if this very candle that is forming right now, this very candle right here forming right now, close bullish, this very one close bullish, then that means market is going to fly all the way to the upside. One thing that I discovered that can be a hindrance to the market moving upward is this very data that is coming out tomorrow. Look at the CPI data in the United States is one of the key factor or determinant that Fed use to determine if they're going to cut interest rate, or they're going to keep interest rate unchanged, or they're going to hike interest rate. That is why this is very important. It's one of the two among GDP and also employment data. We see employment data came out last week Friday, and it was very good. About 139,000 jobs were added to the US economy. Meanwhile, the US federal government cuts jobs of about 22,000%. But despite that, we see an underground growth of job from private sector. 139,000 jobs were added from the private sector, not government job. And this is very important to the economy. Why? Because these are the kind of thing we want to see to figure out if an economy is moving upward or going to the downside. When private sectors begin to boom, then it means that the economy is booming, not when government is hiring. And this is very important to also CPI data, because this is an indication that inflation is cooling down. The private sector is having optimism in the market, and that means a lot of businesses are expanding, and meaning that the market may likely react to this very increase in private sector jobs. And this is very important to what we are going to see tomorrow. So in my opinion, if this data come out to be very good, look at what the prediction is. The forecast right now is 0.2%, and the previous for the month on month is 0.2%, while the year on year is 2.5%, and the previous was 2.3%. Now, if it come out to be good, that is below these numbers, that means the price of crypto and many other coins out there is going to do very well. This is my personal opinion. When I mean a lower number, I mean something like 2.0, 2.2, and even 2.3. Okay, a number lower than this very forecast will be good for crypto. This is very, very important. And on CoinMarketCap right here, we discovered that the global crypto market capitalization have increased a little bit all the way to the upside to $3.35 trillion from what we saw yesterday. This is an indication that the market is optimistic for the next move all the way to the upside. In my prediction, I've said it that I am expecting a global crypto market cap in this very bull cycle to reach $5 trillion. This is my personal opinion, and this is very, very fine. If you have something contrary to this, drop it below in the comment section of this very video. What do you think is going to be the global crypto market cap for this very bull cycle? That is at the end of this very bull cycle. $5 trillion, $10 trillion, $6 trillion. Comment below right now in the comment section of this very video. As the market begins to increase all the way to the upside, more liquidity is going to flow into the market, no doubt. And this is what you need to pay attention to right now. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more crypto update. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.